Alright, story time. I have a little story I want to tell you about a trip I took to Finland. And where I went to the middle of Finland in a random bar. I honestly had no clue what this bar even is. It was someone who took me there. In where about 4 different neo-Nazis wanted a piece of my ass. Gosh. Well, first of all, I want you to watch this video.
Come on, man. Show me the video.
This is gonna be a good memory for me.
What?
It's gonna be a good memory.
It won't be.
I love how she's like into him.
Oh shit, here we go.
That, my friend, was the start of a very, very weird night. Alright? So, in the video, you see this little woman. She's not little, she's probably in her 40s. And this young man, tall young man. So I saw very quickly that she was looking for lamb meat, as I like to call it. Young men who can give her a good time in bed. So after noticing that entire thing, I was completely bored out of my mind. Don't judge me for this. Don't judge me for this. I was completely bored out of my fucking mind. So I decided to kind of flirt with this older woman. Yeah. God, fucking kill me. But actually it was useful. I'll tell you later why actually that helped me. So the night went on. It was just, I gave her the attention by looking at her, by doing long distance, like, check me out, that kind of stuff. And I came off to talk to her. We started to talk about like simple things. Just, well, what you're doing in Finland. Mostly was about her bad English. It was like, oh, my English, it's a terrible. And they all start speaking Finnish. And I can't speak Finnish, not at all. But while I was sitting and talking with her, 4 other men were also with her in a weird way. I didn't actually understand that in the beginning. And those 4 men were checking me out. They gave me comments on my beautiful ass on Finnish. My friend told me later. I didn't know. This didn't speak English. So, I can say this. So yeah, like the point of the lady was to flirt with men, and I flirted with her to try to, get to know more things. Just, I was completely bored. I had nothing to do. I had alright, it's like, just this entire thing. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go on ranting because this story is fucking insane. So, the reason why I was in that fucking village bar, it's like a bar in the middle of bumfuck nowhere with it's constantly surrounded by woods, and I had no clue where I was. I had honestly no clue where I was. But the reason why I went to that pub is because I was supposed to go to a big city to party all night long in a nightclub. But the lady that I kind of was visiting, long story, she did want me close. She didn't want me to leave. So she said, go to the bar close by. So I did that instead, going to the city and partying. And it was horrible. And that lady has a fiance and everything, the one I visited, and she was really into me. Alright. That's a story for another time. But anyways, with these Nazi people then, I was talking to her, and my friend was talking to the men. The lady started telling me that one of the men is a psychopath, and I should wary from him. I should not trust him. My friend also figured that out later, because he was asking about a taxi company because the man was bragging that he owned a taxi company in the city. And so he said, "Oh, what's the name of the taxi company?" And he mentioned a name. And about an hour later, he asked again the same question. "Oh, what's the name of your taxi company?" He answered with another name. So it's kind of like, all right, I know you're completely lying to me now. But anyways, my friend noticed another thing as well. He noticed a swastika on one of the men's necks, like below the neck. Which the cloth hides it because they were sitting right next to each other. He could see it. And the lady also had some sort of a World War I German death skull on the back of her hip, I think it is. Yeah. I didn't see any of these. My friend told me later. And she wanted me to come home with her, which I never did because I'm not dumb. But what this lady's plan and these men's plan were for the older lady to trick me into going to her apartment, in which I would expect her to, smooch, I'm guessing. I would never do this. This woman disgusts me in her look. I'm sorry. So I would never do it, but regardless, that was her plan. So, and then I'm guessing that she would probably tie me up for a kink game, and then later the 4 men would come, and my anus would never be pure again. Oh God! Well, of course I'm not dumb, so I noticed this quite fast. But it was kind of fun just playing with these people a bit because they were very stupid Finnish people, fucking Mongolians, Oof. But the fun part came in the end, actually. So I didn't I wasn't 100% aware that these people were fully together until my friend told me. So it was waited there till 2 at night, and it was the last taxi waiting for us outside. So the lady wanted me to sit in the taxi with her. I said no, because that's stupid. But she didn't want me to leave until I was in the taxi. She was constantly with me. So was the older man. So I thought of something quite brilliant. So I went to the taxi. I opened the taxi door, and what they thought was I was going in the taxi, but I didn't. So that people just stopped going in the taxi. I was just outside. And it's like, what the fuck is happening? And then me and my friend just went off. We just walked off. And then my friend told me all the stories, how they really wanted to bang me in a non-consensual way. And that I had a good ass. Man. So yeah, bit of a ranting story, but I'm bored and I wanted to tell you that because why the fuck not? That's my life. It's fucking fun. This is one of many things that happens in my life. Seriously, I'm quite an eventful life. So yeah, that's the story of me avoiding being raped by 4 Nazi men in Germany. Neo-Nazi men in Germany. Alright, take care.